Mel Harris, Garbage Man Piper, coming to you from the backstage of the Garbage Man Piper studio. And this VR is for Frosty Piper, his 100 GAW. Congratulations, Frosty. Um, he was basically saying we could do just about anything we wanted to do, so I thought I'd come up with something wild and crazy. Or we could just tell you a little bit about our most interesting smoke or tobacco that we smoked that was a little different or had a good story to it. I haven't been really smoking long enough. I mean, I could tell you how many nights I went to bed with a Band-Aid on my tongue. But nobody wants to hear about that. I thought what I would do is early on, I don't know, a couple months ago, I've been smoking about 5 months now. So a couple months back, I got a little wild and crazy with some tobacco. I found some Three Sisters Virginia in the local B&M, and I didn't know what it was. It was just sitting up there. It was dusty. I don't think they even knew what it was for. So I said, hey, I'll take that. So I took that home and cracked it open, and it was tobacco I had never seen before. It was all stringy, and it was a Virginia, but it was kind of stringy. It was weird. It was like miniature spaghetti and all dry looking in there. And I thought, man, I just don't think I'm going to smoke that. So I said, hey, I'll bet that would be good, or a good base for a tobacco. So I made a Trashy Tabaccy. Call it Mel's Mix. But what I did is I took about 20% of that blend. I used that Virginia. And then I had that big tub of Chatham Manor. And since that thing just kept on giving, I thought, well, man, I'll take some of that and throw it in there, which is a burley. Might have a little bit of Virginia as well. And then I went to looking around and what else I got in here I can put in there. And basically it's the secret sauce of this whole blend. And it's Sutliff's coffee. I had a pouch of Sutliff's coffee, and I dumped that pouch in there. So about 20% Virginia, 20% Chatham Manor, and 20% of it was that coffee pouch from Sutliff's. At that same B&M, I found Orientals, I found Perique, and I thought, I'll get me a little of that. So I put a little bit of probably, I don't know, 15% Oriental and 15% of it's Perique. And then I had tried some Nightcap. I was like, wow, that stuff is strong. And I mean, early on, I hadn't even tried anything with a lot of Kia in it till I first chewed some Bengal slices like 2.5, 3 weeks ago. So I wasn't into the lot of Kia. I was kind of seasonal smoking, thinking maybe I'll grow to like it come winter. So I threw about 10% of that mix is Nightcap. And I mixed it all up. And I made Mel's Mix, which is a Trashy Tabaccy. I know. I mean, I've done some crazier things. You didn't hear it here, but probably the wildest smoke thing was putting some Captain Black grape with Penzance 50-50 in one bowl. I made enough for 2 bowls. 50-50 blend. We did this on a Mayhem Friday with the lynch mob. Names will remain anonymous except for Harriet Herfer, who she made a like batch in El Paso, and then I made a batch here in El Paso. She made a batch in Ohio. So I stuck Grapeance in a meerschaum and I chooched it. I've lived to tell about it. Can't say I'm proud of it, but I did learn one thing. And that is you cannot ruin Penzance. It's that good. You can't ruin it. You can't ruin Penzance even if you stick Captain Black grape in it. There you have it. I admitted it. I've gone public with it. Don't try anything. I have a concealed carry license, so beware. Frosty Piper, listen, congratulations on your 100 GAW sub that will end at your 200th sub. And I'm glad you clarified that, because yes, I did kind of whack that ending out. So lesson learned, you got it right, and it's going to be a great journey. With that, I'm going to say, y'all have a good night out there and be safe.